If you're like most people, your pets are part of your family. You treat them as you would any other family member, and you hold them close to your hearts. It's always distressing when something bad happens to our animals, but thankfully, this family got their happy ending when they were reunited with their favorite family pet. After the McGregor family's dog got injured during an overnight hike in Chilliwack, British Columbia, and couldn't be brought back home, a community came together after seeing a desperate Facebook post. This story from 2017 is sure to warm your heart and show the power of a community working together. The dog Louis found himself in some trouble after a routine hike with the stepdaughter of his owner Amanda McGregor. Amanda's stepdaughter, named Janessa, always takes Louis on hikes with her so that he can get some fresh air and exercise. But the 5-year-old dog got injured during the hike, and Janessa wasn't sure what to do to help out the poor pooch, reports CTV's News. The hike was scheduled to be an overnight adventure, but when Janessa and Louis did not return, as they were supposed to the next day, Amanda started frantically worrying. Another hiker informed her that the dog was injured and couldn't get himself down the mountain in Chilliwack, British Columbia, reports The Progress. Janessa was trapped with the dog because he was too heavy to care. Weighing in at 90 pounds, Amanda knew that she had to do something and decided to contact the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, who advised her to wait a few more hours in case the duo turned up. Janessa finally came home, but it was only to retrieve food and water for the injured dog. However, this is when things took a turn for the worse, as the authorities decided that they would not send a rescue mission for a non-human. That's when Amanda decided to take a different action of her own. She instead reached out to the local hiking community for help. On a Facebook group for hikers, she posted a plea asking for someone to help retrieve the dog from the mountains. A plea for help. I'm not sure if you can help or not, but maybe steer us in the right direction. Our daughter, who was an avid hiker, climbed up to Radium Lake on Saturday. She took our dog with her for company. They were due down Monday afternoon, but something had happened to the dog, and he couldn't climb back down, she posted. She came back down for some more supplies yesterday, as she had been out of water and food for a day, and the dog as well. Amanda continued. Her dad and I tried to climb up to help her yesterday, but being in our 50s and never hiked in that way ever before, couldn't make it to the lake and not sure how short we were. Is there any way help can go to her to get her and the dog back off the mountain? We would gladly pay for it. Thanks, Amanda and John. Thankfully, the kind members of the Facebook group saw the post immediately and knew that they had to help the woman and her dog out of this situation. The following Wednesday, members of the hiking group met up with Amanda in order to rescue Louis, who had been trapped on the mountain for 4 days after Janessa went back to be by his side. The people that volunteered to go save the interred dog Louis eventually set out on their mission, and along the way they found Janessa. With Janessa was Louis straddled onto her back. Although it was a struggle and Janessa was working hard and failing to keep her footwork beneath the heavy dog, she tried her best to rescue him. Thankfully, once the volunteers met up with Janessa, they were able to fashion a stretcher to carry Louis to safety. However, Louis' story wasn't completely over. The dog needed to spend a few days receiving treatment from veterinarians for the injuries he got during the hike. Louis had an infection that came from several cuts on his body and was suffering from dehydration. The bills totaled thousands of dollars, and the family was wondering how they would afford the treatment. But the graciousness of strangers came through for Louis and his family again, when a GoFundMe was created raising $4,000 for Louis treatments. Amanda says she is very thankful for the people who came out to help. She said, "In this day and age, to know that humans are out there that do this. This is such a positive story about people. This story just shows that a little bit goes a long way when it comes to making a difference in someone's life. Almost the last time you did something nice for a stranger." If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.